We are live, everybody. What's up? Welcome back. We're getting into more map making here with Inkarnate. We're gonna keep working on this map. We got to build more forests out today, so that's what we're gonna be working on. Fleshing out the forested regions of the world for a little bit. We are out on Facebook. We are out on Twitter. Nothing here. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to do. I need to share this with the share this with folks. Because this went out this morning and I forgot to update it. Okay, that is now out on Discord as well. All right, everybody, let's get to this. I need to get that shared out on Discord. That's there, that's there. All right. All right. All right, when last we met, we were working on the forests over here. We had added in, I need to make sure that I'm editing this in 4K, which I think I am. Yeah, we are. So when last we met, we had added forests and we were doing some swampy stuff down in the deltas, and we needed to add more riverways and forests to this map. So that's what we are going to do here. So let's see here. Let's go in here and make a tiny little subtract. I want to bring that down to the absolute minimum size we can. And we are going to, not on this side though, this side is going to be, there might be some, but they've dried up and now they are nothing more than, why is it? That feels way big. Oh, that's because I've got that all the way down on that. Let's have a lake over here. Yeah, we could totally do a lake down in here. Why not? Like so. And then come in here. And I want to add some more. Like so. That's a little bit better. Let's go ahead and make this a curve here. Make that a curve as well. Just smoothing off some of these edges here, so they're not quite as abrupt. That looks a little better. Okay, let's go ahead and round that off. That did not round. Come back. Something like that. Okay, that gives us a lake. Where else do we want to go? Let's put a lake up here in the plains as well. And we will have some additional little something like that. Some other riverways that feed into that. Why is my phone beeping at me? Who's beeping at me? I was slandered on Twitter. Now that stamp, I'll have to do something with that to make it a little more, because it's a little translucent. So probably what I need to do is go back in here and add something like that. Okay, we can make that work. Okay. I can put one more here. And another one like that. All right, that works. That works for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and fit that to the screen. So we've added a lake down there. And let's go ahead and add, we're definitely going to put a lake up in here. But one thing I do want, I want a river that goes the whole length up on this top section. Or at least maybe not the whole length, but we're going to have a river that goes the whole way down. So we're going to say it comes down out of this same source. Now, this will be interesting because what I want to do, okay, there's going to be a reason. This is going to be getting into the cities and villages and stuff. The reason this forest has been all cleared back on this side is because there's going to be a bunch of villages that are along this river, primary water source for the people, and they've cut back the forest over time. I have a sneeze. Woo! Hopefully I muted myself. All right. But now we need to come in here and smooth this out. Let's have it be a 1. Might seem a little too uniform. We can make that work for now. Okay. And now what we want to do is we want to come down in here with the 1, and we want to make some you know, I don't know if we have a little body of water that comes down into here before it drains off into a lake. We can have this branch off here. Man, it is hard to do this with a mouse sometimes without it showing up the elongations that are just straight. You have to really just try to make it do weird things. Um, maybe even have something that comes down from there. That'll work. Okay, that gives us a couple of big waterways here. May have to move some of these trees around here. So what we'll end up doing is we'll pick a swath of these and we're going to delete. And the reason for that is because we're going to want to put some sort of settlement here, and I am going to put some sort of lake right here, which we're going to have a settlement on. That is not what I wanted to do, stupid thing. Sometimes the tool is not as exact as you might want it. Now, I don't like the edge of this right now, so we're gonna... supposed to add, not subtract. And even the 1 doesn't give me what I want. That'll be a little better. Okay. Okay. Maybe even widen that up just a tiny hedge there. Okay. I can live with that. Maybe even put... Let's just see what the splotch gets us. Splotch. Not smooth. Let's do like that. There we go. We'll put another one here. I don't like the way that one placed it. That works. Okay, gives us some lakes. Okay. Pretty happy with those. Now, I probably need some drain off on the other side, but we're not going to know where that goes, so to speak. But let's do some subtraction here. Take it all the way down to 1, and these are going to come out of the same tributary sources. So we'll run down like that. And something that comes down like so. And maybe another one here. All right, I don't mind that at all. Might need to shrink those up just a little bit, but that's relatively easy. That's the wrong way to go. Okay. Need to redo that right there. I do not like that bulge right here, so we're going to come through here. Let's reshape this. I don't like that either. Hold up, I need to redo this. I don't like any of that. Maybe we just have it be the 2. I can have a third, but man, I just don't like the way that looks at all. Moment of crisis, everybody. I don't like the way that map part looks. We're going to do a new one. Subtract. Let's bring it up to a 2. We know it can come down from here. Oops, I forgot to do smoothness. Okay. Okay. We also know that it can come out of here. Okay. And then, yeah, let's bring it down a notch and bring 1 in. I feel like that's too much. What's up, Chris? I feel like maybe. Okay, that might actually work a little bit better. I kind of like that more now. That makes more sense to me. All right. Do we need any other waterways? That's another good. I feel like we probably need some over on this side. Let's go ahead and make saves. Oh, I must have tabbed away. It didn't want to save it. Ha ha! All right, I'm back on the page now, so we should be good to go. All right. What were we working on? Waterways. Yeah, sorry guys, I got sidetracked on with a few things. All right, we definitely need water coming over here. So let's go ahead and bring something out down there, like so. Maybe even bring that up a notch here. I don't like any of those. All right, let's go ahead. God damn it. That's a little bit better. Okay. It's probably as far as I want to make that one. Okay. That's an interesting idea here. If we have like a clover lake. Huh. It's not perfect, but it could work. All right. I think that's all the waterways we need, to be honest with you. I don't see a need for more waterways. So we can begin to do the rest of our forested areas where we know there's not going to be cities, and then go from there. save that. By the way, everybody, I'm doing a short really quick. Sorry. Chris is at her desk, so I'm going to do something. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Secret sauce. Well, I want it to focus more on her. There we go. Hey, everybody. Disconnecting the mic for a minute. All right. Let me finish this here real quick. All right. That's being taken care of now. You probably don't want the air conditioner on you. All right. Had to get some of the stuff adjusted there. All right. Now I'm uncomfortable because I pinched my. There we go. All right. Getting comfy again. Back to it. Done with waterways. Now I just need to flesh out the rest of these forests. So let's go ahead and we're going to just work on this area right here. So we're going to come in here and we're going to say, what were these? These were pine trees at what size? 50? Drop those down a little bit. What did we do over here? We did 30. Okay. 30 might be a little small. Let's go ahead and that density is way too much. So we get the idea that this is a pretty heavily forested region. That one needs to be moved up just a smidge. Like so. I feel like that's actually way too dense. That's a little better. Okay. Okay, we need to fix something here. There we go. And we're going to fill this back in. Like so. Oops. All right. Now let's get some bigger trees in here. Bring up into 50s. Some strategically up here in the mountains. All right. I can dig it. Back down to 35. Now let's bring this down to 20 density. Hang on, what size did we use over here? 15. Oh, that's too much density. Okay. They're not going to place. Okay, I can live with that. Let's get some deciduous trees. All right, go back to these. Bring them up to 35. Back to these. Get out of there. Stupid mountain. Ah. All right, let's just do these into little individual trees. Okay, there we go. No, come on now. That's not too bad. Go ahead and save that up. What's up, Babylonia? Thanks. Getting there. Slowly but surely. Is there more coffee, Chris? Yes, I'm gonna get more coffee. I'll be right back, guys. I need some more coffee. Sam decided he's gonna come in and he stinks. I don't know what he got into. He's with Chris right now. So if everybody that wants to see wants to know, what's up, Sean? Yeah, I'm on like cup number 6 this morning. So I'm working on maps. I'm gonna turn my camera so you guys can see Chris is in here working too. There's Chris. She's got Sam and she's working on a new drawing. Well, actually, she's finishing up another drawing that she's been working on for a little while. But we're both in here working on stuff for our tabletop world. She's working on artwork, and I'm working. Well, technically, this map is for the tutorial series, but um, I got to get all the forests and waterways done so that I could do the next part of the tutorial, which is cities and villages and stuff. So this is the filler work that I have to do. So it's just me coming in and fleshing out. This map doesn't have to be perfect because this is a world map. So, hey, buddy, you want to come over here? Yeah, go over there. Good boy. Here. Are you a big baby? Are you a big baby? You don't come in here very often. Come on. Get up on top of the sweater so you don't get the blanket dirty. Come on. You sure? All right. Krista says doesn't not to worry about it because she'll wash it next week. Oh, you're wanting to play? Buddy, you stink. Not as bad as when Frodo got into the pig shit. That was really bad. It smells like Sam got into something. It rained all last night. Lucas brought a little baby mouse in this morning that he captured and killed. We're pretty sure he found it probably floating free of its nest, and he was so proud of himself. Caught a little baby mouse this morning. Sean says hi, Chris. She says hi back. It's been a while that we worked in the same room together. I need to shut up. Chris doesn't like it when I talk to her. She's like, leave me alone. Let me work in peace. All right. We're going to come over here and we're going to do some smaller trees now. I think we'll keep these around the 25. That seemed to have worked. What I should say is that I can stream and talk. Everybody has a different way that they like to work. Chris is very much um, she doesn't like to get distracted when she's working, whereas I work a little differently. So I'm manually placing these trees because I just want this to be representative of the fact that this is lightly forested. And I probably need to do the same over here. Something like that. All right. Those trees are too big for that area. Let's bring these down to like 20. And then bring them down again to like 10. All right. That's not too bad. So this entire northern swath here, if I'm going to draw a map here to explain what I'm talking about. This entire section. Hang on, I did that wrong. Basically, we're going to come down from here. We're going to follow this river. This down here. All of this is basically going to be the civilized world. So this will not be heavily forested because it's industrialized in the sense that it's farmlands and rolling hills and patches of forest, but not heavy forest. And then these other regions, this southern region down here is going to be completely desolate. This right here. So we'll play with some stuff. What's up, Armic dude? All right, see you, Sean. All right, looks like Sam finally relaxed back there on his little. That's Pippin. I'll get her. Hey, Mama. What's up? What's up, Mama? You gonna be okay, Pippin? All right. All right. Armagdad says I've been making maps for my campaigns in an MS Paint clone for Linux. They came out pretty good, but kind of have a second edition 80 new map look. Well, there's lots. I don't know how much you know about Inkarnate, but there's a lot of different ways that you can make your maps look. I just happen to be working with the fantasy map version, but there's lots of different ways that you can make your maps look. All right. I definitely need to do some forests down in here. So let's bring these back up to size 50. Whoa, I said 50, not 1050. Jiminy Christmas. All right, we're going to come in here and we're going to put some trees where we can. Now, I want to go ahead and do some of these around here. Let's go ahead and save that. And then we're going to reload the map to just help with the workflow. Clear the cache. Did Pippin relax? Oh, she totally did. She got up on the bed with Sam. Oh, yes, Mama, I see you. Here, while that's loading. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yeah. Time for nappy naps. Yeah, Sam's sleeping right now. She's falling asleep. She's cleaning right now. She'll fall asleep in a few minutes. So those are two of our rescue cats. Sam and Pippin. Frodo and Mary and Smeagol and Luke and Leia are outside. Looking good, Chris. Sorry, I'm not supposed to bother you. All right, let's reload. All right. Yeah, you can use the free. I'm using the asset packs that I'm using right now are the free versions, so you can absolutely use this. You can make maps with the free version. Now I own the pro version, and I make my maps with the pro version. But the tutorial series that I'm working on right now, this is part of the live stream to that. So the tutorial, I'm using the free version of all the assets to make the tutorial series, building this map out for everybody. But then I'll be going back to using the high definition assets with the pro version. Probably later in the month, early March, when I get into all the next tier of maps we have to make for our tabletop stuff, because we have a whole, like another 25, 30 maps I got to make for the next module. All right, let's go ahead and bring that. That's way too high density. Let's do a 35 density. Let's bring that density down a little bit to like this. Up through in here. Bless you. All right, let's make some individual moves here. All right, so we've kind of got these where I want them, but now we got to flesh out the rest of the. So let's bring the size down a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and do manual placement for now. Actually, we're not going to do manual placement. Hold up. We've got. Oops. Put that one right on the edge of the river. That one needs needs to be moved. All right, that's giving me close to what I want there. Now let's bring this way down in size to like 20. Density down to like 15. And let's go ahead and paint that like so. Okay. And bring the density down a little bit more even, and then drop the size down to about 10. And we're going to go ahead and paint that in. Okay. We go in here and take some of these individual little babies, move those over. Any others in the water that I need to be aware of? Yep. All right. Okay. Pretty happy with that forested region. Let's go ahead and save that. They're both passed out. I don't know if you guys could see that. Sam and Pippin, they're totally asleep now. Technically, it says nap time. We usually take naps with them in the other room. But today was a beautiful rainy day, so we're both in the office just working, and so we've got the babies with us. And they're like, if you're not going to sleep with us on the big bed, I guess we'll come in the office with you guys. All right. By the way, I got this open on my phone now, so I can actually pay attention to chat a little bit more. I probably need to do something down around these trees, down around here. What size are these? 40? Why is it not painting? Let's see here. Sometimes it does that. We're going to reload. There are bugs sometimes when you work in the 4K. Okay. We are going to work here. We're going to bring that size down to 40. We're going to take the density down to like 35, bring up the area. Something like that. Bring the size down again. Density down. Like so. By the way, we need to do stuff down in here too. Oops. And we definitely know there's going to be a city right here. So let's drop a city stamp. Actually, we're just going to drop a ship right in here because we know that that's going to be something. We know something's up down here. Let's flip that one. That works pretty good. All right, and then we need a city stamp of some type. I'll probably just end up using these types of stamps. I'll probably just end up using icons for the cities. I haven't decided yet, though. Let's do a fortified city. That way I know that there are things here. Okay. Because I'm not technically fleshing out the cities at the moment. All right. What is next? What else can I work on before I get into the cities and waterways? What do I do for wasteland? I haven't looked at that before. What do we got over here? We have desert buildings? No. Probably just need to look through all these and just see what I have that would be desolate looking. Okay, we can probably come in here with some hills. Let's bring these in size up. I don't think I like the look of those, actually. I do, but not the way that I was lining them out. So let's retry that. All right, so at least I have those hills there. These might be too green to use, but we're gonna go up here and look at something. Because I, excuse me, I know that I want this all to be rolling hills throughout here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the size up on these. That density is way too thick. That doesn't look too bad. Nope, that's not gonna work. That's too dark of a color. However, these barren hills might work down in here. No, I don't like those either. They're too dark brown. I kind of feel like those are too green. You know what I mean? Select. Uh, no. How do I just select? What are these hills? Deselect. What are these? hills. Okay, but I don't want to do the dark hills. Ah, gosh darn it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Because I actually do like those dark hills. I don't think they don't do. Sorry guys, I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm thinking out loud here. That's way too populous. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, that is pretty good. Now, obviously, I need to get rid of the ones that are on top of waterways. Drop it down in here. But this just represents that that's going to be rolling hills throughout that swath of land. And we'll put some scattered forests here and there throughout that, but go ahead and save that. Probably time to reload the map too, clear the cache. Oh, I forgot to, I need to go publish that short. We'll probably do that while we reload the map. Rawr! All right, that's saving. Let's go ahead and reload this. All right, let me go look at my list. All right, I gotta publish a YouTube short, so give me a second, guys, because I'm gonna be tabbed out. I'm tabbed away. I gotta get a YouTube short out. And then we'll get back to working on the next section of the map here. Okie dokie, let's see here. That is now pushed live. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and come in here now, and at a broad stroke, we want to just do, pretty sure those trees right there. Let's double check. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and use these because we've been using them. But we want this to be, I would say, bring it out to 25. What I don't know yet is, I guess I can't go any higher than 13. That density is way too high. That's way too high. Because I just want to represent that this is, hold up, that was not what I intended to do. I probably don't even need to do that. That looks like shit. All right, when in doubt, we could do it something simple like this. Go back over to the maps. We take a look at our reference map, which is this one right here, because I want to see, did they even bother doing forests in the wide open areas? Because if not, I'm just going to leave mine alone. And yes, I use reference maps. Okay, yeah, they don't bother with it in the wide open areas. So, okay. Okay. Well, what I'll probably do then is we'll come in here and we'll get a little bit higher density. And I want to do some swaths of forests, perhaps like, that might be too thick. Might do it down in here. Is it raining again? Yeah, it's raining again. And maybe a forested section up in here. Oops. Went a little over there. Something like that. Honestly, I think this is as far as I'm gonna go. Nope, hang on, go back. it down to a tapering edge here. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. McDud says, just join the Discord, looks pretty good. Thanks. Those burritos look tasty. Oh, yeah, we actually just had some more of those this morning. I think we ate the last of the burrito mix today. Um, there's a lot in the Discord, McDud, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. Most of it is related to the Weave and the Void, which is our project. Chris and I are the Wandering Hermits, along with my brother. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Chris is sitting here, and I haven't shown her in a few minutes. Chris is sitting over there. If you want to say hi, Chris. Chris is working on artwork right now for the next module. She and I, along with my brother, have a small company that works on. We have a tabletop game, tabletop project, a source book, and the module launched last May. We also have a point and click adventure game, which my brother's working on in Unreal, which is launching this year. There's a book series, which is being published in serial format through the Patreon page. Chapter 32 just went live last Wednesday or Thursday. And we're working on the next module right now, which should be out later this year. So, yeah, welcome aboard. There's also a lot of stuff in there, though, related to my personal YouTube, which is this channel. At the very bottom of the Discord is a section called Rinvale's Refuge. That's all my stuff. And then the crafts, pets, and gardens stuff. Chris and I have a homestead. So we do a lot of homesteading stuff there with all of our rescue cats, two of whom are passed out on the bed behind me. The rest are outside. I actually probably go better check on those babies here in a minute. Okay, that's the reference map. I don't think I'm going to do any more forests. I think that's going to be it. So let's go in here and do the sand dunes. I know I saw them here. Desert, desert. Well, let's just get out of the trees for the moment. Brown hills. All right. Now we're going to bring those dunes up in terms of size, density. So we're going to paint this. That's too dense, probably. Oh, it's not wanting to paint him. Gosh darn it. Sometimes when you get a bug in this, McDoug says hi, Chris. Got people saying hi. Sorry to distract you. It's okay. You don't get nearly as many errors when you work in the 2K resolution, but because I'm working in the 4K, it when you start getting a lot of assets on the map, it can sometimes be like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to do too much. But they do tell you that working in 4K resolution is not recommended. But I like to, because I like to see everything in better resolution. But we can always back out and go to the 2K. Matter of fact, that might not be a bad idea since we're getting into just outside placement. Give me a second here. We're gonna back out. Let's go ahead and load that map. Open resolution. Yeah, 4K. High resolution editing requires a lot of RAM and video memory. It may not work in every system. In some cases, it may lead to browser tab crashing and losing unsaved work. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the 2K for the moment. I don't think I've edited in 2K for a while. It's never a bad thing. All right. We have no idea what these are. These were, we bought our homestead at the end of 2021. We moved here on March 15th of 2022, so almost a full year ago. And when we moved in, a mama cat showed up with two babies, which is Luke and Leia, who are not in the room right now, but Luke and Leia are the big ones. They literally, I think they just turned a year old. Because when Mama Cat showed up with them, they were about 6 years old, and they were feral as fuck. Leia bit my finger, and we had to try to capture. It was a chaos capturing both, but then it turned out Mama Cat was pregnant, and no one wanted to spay her because she was already several weeks pregnant, and so we just took her in, and she had 5 more kittens, so now we have 7 kittens. Luke and Leia are the 2 biggest ones, and then Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, and Smeagol are the 5 that came next. And that's Sam and Pippin on the bed behind me. And they were born in May. So they're like 8 or 9 months old now. And thanks to everybody who contributed, we had a GoFundMe up throughout the course of last year, and we had a bunch of people contribute around $850 to help build an outdoor refuge for them so that they have a little outdoor shelter that they can go sleep in, and then get them all spayed and neutered. They've all got the rabies shots and everything else, but yeah, we have 7 unexpected. Are these the dunes? No, that's the Brown Hills. There's the dunes. All right, density, no. Let's bring that density down. What does this look like? All right, now let's get some smaller dunes. Bring the density down a little bit more. That doesn't look like anything I want. You know what? Let's just manually place these. Oh, you know one thing we need though? We need a port city over here. I think we're going to put it right here. That's way too big. So see, when I'm editing in 2K, it's super fuzzy. So all you just got to do is just remember place it, because when we render it out in 8K, everything will look amazing. But working in 2K, yeah. And let's put some ships in here too. Something like that. Matter of fact, though, I think I need to make it bigger because it needs to match. Where's that other one that I put? No, what size are these ships? 10? 10. What size are these ships? Also 10. So they're the same size as the ones I placed down over there. Okay. Her favorite toy is rolled up paper receipt balls. Bengals are scary smart. We're not sure what these are. We have one. Smeagol actually looks like a Bengal, but there's no Bengals down here is the thing. So where we live, so I'm not sure if it's a I don't we have that's just no idea what breed they are. They're just cats. Um, probably have another port city down here too. Let's copy and paste that down here. And then we'll come in here and place some ships. Okay. From a high level perspective, that's not looking too bad. We still have a lot to do with like terrain painting and everything else, but honestly, I think this is where I'm gonna wrap up for the day. Because I'm at the point where I need to start doing more city placement, and that's an actual episode of the tutorial series. So we're going to hold off on doing that in the live stream because that needs to be recorded for next week. What do I have left? I have kingdoms and territories, cities and towns, roads and paths. Oh, you know what I need to add to that? Terrain painting. Hmm. All right, that is definitely going to be a wrap for me today, everybody. In terms of working on this today, don't forget this map is being created as part of an overall tutorial series. The first 3 episodes of which came out this past week behind us. We did an episode on the landmass, we did an episode on mountains and geography, and we did an episode on forests and riverways. Today's live stream was me filling in a bunch of the gaps related to forests and waterways. The first part of the stream was me fleshing out the rest of the waterways, fleshing out the rest of the forests, and adding some rolling hills and the dunes. Next week, I'll be doing at least a couple of tutorial episodes, probably 3. Hopefully I should get 3 more episodes out next week, which will be the um, kingdoms and things, kingdoms, territories, cities and towns, and then we'll get into terrain painting, and that'll probably be enough to wrap this map up in a rough state to just show everybody what a basic map can looks like because I didn't use the high definition pack with this because I'm using the free assets to show what the free version of this looks like. So yeah, the feature stamping is one of the major things. And when we get into once I'm done with the tutorial series, I have to get into the next round of map making for our next module. So our prequel module had 24 maps in it. So I'll be creating at least 20. It'll probably end up around 30 maps. I'll probably be creating about 30 maps for the next module, which is the adventure for level the prequel module is level 1 to 4, and then the next module is going to be less about levels and it's about an adventure story. So it'll probably be about levels 4 to 6, but it's a campaign that takes place over a large swath of time. So it'll be about 30 maps for that, and so I'll be working on that throughout March, April, and May, probably into June, maybe even July. But I also I have to balance the map making with the actual writing of the modules, so it just depends. But I'll be live streaming 100% of the maps for the next module. So for those of you who want to learn more about the Inkarnate and everything else, stick around because when I get into those, the next tutorial series, when I'm building the maps for our module, we'll be getting into the advanced techniques for stamps, as well as the export resolutions and why that matters, how to use layers, because there's like 10 different layers on the map that you can do. There's lighting and shading and shadows and all sorts of crazy stuff that you can get into, as well as the NPC placement, whether or not to use grids or not, so on and so forth. So we'll continue this for the rest of the year. So if you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Thanks for hanging out, McDud. He says eventually I'll post some of my maps and garden stuff in Discord. I'm just lazy and don't want to take pics. Ed, yeah, there's no rush. We're not going anywhere, so feel free. If you have questions, feel free to ask in Discord. Everybody else who's watching and hanging out, Sean was here earlier. Thanks, Sean. Bubbaloni was here at the beginning. Glad to see you guys. I'm going to head out. I don't know. What is it? It's 1 o'clock. I might stream a little bit more here in a bit, but I'll be streaming since I wrapped up Pillars of Eternity yesterday. Um, it's time for me to start Pillars of Eternity 2 Dreadfire, which I'm playing that again for the streams. But I gotta get some lunch in me, and then tonight I've got a Starfinder campaign that I'm going to be participating in as a viewer to continue learning more about Starfinder. What's up, Mujin? At like 7, so I haven't had a nap yet today, so we'll see if I need a nap. I've been drinking coffee all day. I've had like 6 cups, so I may not need a nap today. But anyway, Mujin coming in and dropping a membership. What's up? Thanks so much, Mujin. 7 months of membership. Rock on, brother. I play Star Wars: The Old Republic with Mujin every Wednesday, usually around 3:30. And then, matter of fact, our session from this last Wednesday goes live today at 5 p.m. We did the what flashpoint did we do? Oh, the Maelstrom Prison. That's what it was. We did the Maelstrom Prison. So that's the perfect opportunity for me to say, if you like what you saw here today, everybody, don't forget you can join as a member to support. There's 3 different tiers of membership. We also have our Patreon page. If you want to get a copy of our tabletop source book and the prequel module, you can read all the chapters of the book that have been published to date. You can get the demo for our point and click game. And then you can also drop super chats and stickers on live streams or super thanks on uploaded videos. Every 5 p.m. Central Time, every day at 5 p.m., I have an episode of something that comes out, some sort of game project. That's my Let's Play series, which right now is a combination of Star Wars: The Old Republic, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Red Dead Redemption 2, and uh, The Last of Us remastered. Playing those runs right now. And then I'm doing live streams a couple times a week. Yeah, I did die a lot this last Star Wars session we did with the Old Republic. It's because I kept forgetting to summon my stupid robot. Yeah, we freed Revan, Darth Revan. Hang on, my Facebook is beeping at me now. All right, my 6 cups of coffee mean I have to go to the bathroom, guys. Thanks, Mujin. Appreciate the support. Our video comes out today at 5 p.m. Thanks everybody else for hanging out. I gotta go. I'll probably be back in 30 minutes or so, unless I suddenly get tired. Oh, you got off of Bogano? Man, Fallen Order is such a good game. Yeah, you're on to Zepho now. Such a good game. I can't wait for Survivor. All right, I'll be back in a bit, everybody. Unless I get tired, which I don't feel tired right now. So I'll be back in a bit with some Dreadfire. Thanks, everybody. Catch you then.